Is the old-time fairy tale where the princess needs to be rescued by a handsome prince one that kids in 2012 can relate to?
Well, I think it's always nice to know that there might be a boy there to help you, but I think modern girls today know that they can fight for what they believe in themselves and that they have the power within themselves to conquer their dreams and become fighters emotionally as well as physically. And it's all about the young woman kind of taking control.
I have read that your favorite movie is The Princess Bride. Did this movie influence you, and how did it influence your acting?
Princess Bride is probably one of those classic fairy tales that's more comedic and more adventurous, and I think we kind of used part of those aspects of that story in this one because it is a comedic adventure and it's more real than just an animated fairy tale, and it's one of my classic favorites. I always watch it to make me laugh.
Do you still get nervous when you act?
Of course, I think everyone always still gets nervous when there's big scenes coming up. You're more anxious and excited, and it's more of a nervous of hoping that I live up to my own expectations and that I don't forget my lines, but it's more exciting than nerve-wracking.
How does your role as Snow White compare to your previous acting experiences, such as playing Collins Tooley in The Blind?
Well, in this movie, I'm playing a fairy tale princess that everyone knows, and in The Blind Side, not everyone knew the story that I was portraying. So in that sense, everyone kind of has an expectation of what the fairy tale princess should be like. So it was more about me incorporating my own ideas into this character and making her modern, as opposed to playing a real-life person.
I understand that you have written for a number of popular magazines. How does your experience as a journalist help you as an actress?
I think it helps because I'm a genuinely interested person. I love asking questions. I'm always carrying a notepad and pen and paper. And in order to look for new character traits when I'm acting, I ask people questions and people watch, which is kind of the core of being a journalist. And I love talking to people. And because I've been on the other side and doing what you're doing, I find it fun and not nerve-wracking.
What advice do you have for kids who dream of becoming an actor?
Never give up, and never take no as a no, this isn't for you. Take it as a no, not right now, maybe later. Because as long as you keep trying and you're passionate about something, then no one can tell you no, because you know in your heart that it's for you.
What was the biggest challenge you faced when playing the role of Snow White? How did you overcome it?
I had to sword fight, and I'd never done any sword fighting before, and that was really difficult because I got lots of bumps and bruises, and it's very difficult to learn how to sword fight in corsets and ball gowns when you're running around in snow. But I got trained by some really, really, really good people, and the stuntmen were amazing, and they were very patient with me, and so I just learned. It took me 4 months, but I think I kicked some butt in the end.
What have you learned from acting with award-winning actresses Sandra Bullock and Julia Roberts?
What have I learned? I learned that it's always important to stay true to who you are and to treat everyone the same, whether they're in craft service, they're the people in charge of the camera, the directors, the assistants, no matter who it is. Everyone's responsible for their own part in making a movie, and you should treat everyone the same. And also just to maintain your sense of self and not let anything change who you are.
Are you the fairest of them all?
I think everyone has a little bit of snow in them, so everyone's the fairest of them all to themselves in their own heart.
Well, thank you for your time.
Thank you, you rock.